Yo, what's up? It's your boy Currency 365. Hope you guys are doing well. Legends never die, they stay in our hearts. If you want to support us, click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and also you can come down here and hit the join button under the video or in our channel section. And you can also join our Patreon, patreon.com/currency365. And we also have Cash App and also PayPal for supports if you want to sow some seeds. Peace out. God bless. Enjoy the video and keep the movement going. Legends. Bye. All right, all right. Welcome back to Currency 365. Hope you guys are doing well. All right, so Vitalik made some statements a couple of days ago, and I was going to do a video on yesterday. I don't know why I did. I'm not sure why I didn't do it. I think because the markets wasn't doing as well as I wanted it to, and even though Shib was holding up pretty well, Shiba Inu and the Shib army was loving what Vitalik was saying and everything. I just didn't want to do a video, so I waited till today and see if the markets were going to pump up a little bit so I could do a video. I don't really like doing videos when markets are down. I really don't, but either way, either way, so we'll look at the Shibarium tokens and we'll look at Shiba Inu here in a second. I already did my Patreon video, so you guys can check that out. We gave some new alerts on there and some other things. So if you guys want to check that out, you can check it out on the patreon.com/currency365, of course. Okay, so this is what Vitalik said. He says it's well, now he was responding to something here, so let's make sure we go through the whole thing. So this Nathan says, I'm confused about this FLI donation. I was under the impression that it was probably wasn't worth nearly 600 million. But Politico states it was declared to have that value. Okay, so then Vitalik says it's the same situation. I'm trying to speak as Vitalik. But anyway, let's speak in my voice. It's the same situation as with crypto relief. I quickly sent a pile of Shib. Now, people think that he's Ryoshi. Shib Knight and others believe that because he had the power Vitalik had the power to send half the tokens over, right? For the crypto relief. And it's like, how do you have that type of power? Who gave you, or maybe they gave him those? Did they? I'm not. The Shiba Inu gave him half the tokens, I guess. But yeah, maybe he is Ryoshi, or maybe it's Elon Musk. We don't know. Somebody's playing around. Somebody's playing some games here, right? Who's Ryoshi, right? So, okay. So, anyways, it's a quickly sent a pile of shit, thinking it would surely drop 100x in a few days. So I had to act fast. Okay, and expecting they would be able to cash out at most like 10 to 25 million dollars, but of course Shiba Inu massively outperformed my expectations. Yeah. So when he sent the money over, he thought that the ship price was going to drop significantly, and it didn't. It rose. It kept rising, and then that October rose even more. That 2021, it rose even another 1,000x, right? So Shib really outperformed what Vitalik thought he was going to do. So is Vitalik Ryoshi, or is it Elon Musk, or is it somebody else? We don't know. All these guys are entwined with Shiba Inu and Dogecoin, right? So Shiba Inu, Dogecoin, Vitalik, of course, Satoshi. We don't know who he is though. Satoshi, Vitalik, um, Elon Musk, and there's a couple others, right, that are all entwined with this Dogecoin, Shiba Inu, and even Volt Inu as well. And that's another one, right? Who is Votoshi, right? And I believe Votoshi is also intertwined with Vitalik and Elon Musk as well. Because as you guys can see, when Votoshi was when we were in V2 for Votoshi was doing a lot of stuff with about Elon Musk and the Elon Musk statue and all these things, right? So and he was also Votoshi also admitted that he was a big Ethereum whale, right, back in the days. So that means that he was really close to Vitalik. So it's all coming together now, right? So we all know that voting. That's why you do. That's why you shouldn't sleep on Vote Inu because, right? Because these guys are all in between, and at any moment, Vitalik can do the exact same thing he did with Shib to Vote Inu and say, "Hey, I'm buying. I'm gonna buy 50% of the vote and burn it." He could do that. Tochi just have to give him a call. Hey, can you buy up 50% of the Vote Inu tokens and burn it? Oh, no problem, right? so so they all it's all in between, it's all entwined. So remember that, right? So that's what's going on here. So let me see. Some yeah, the doggy, little doggy there, the ship dog. Shiba Inu. Okay. Let's go to the charts now. And Shiba Inu is holding up very well. It's been holding up very well for a while now. Even when Bitcoin dropped to 60,000, Volt was holding. I said that on Patreon, like not Volt, but Shiba Inu held up very well, man. Shiba Inu has been holding up very well, very very strong. That's why I'm shocked that it hasn't exploded here. When you can hold up very well when Bitcoin's crashing, and then Bitcoin comes back up 10, 11,000 points and you're still here at 3, like you should be exploding right now, right? So, I mean, you know what I mean? So here's the Bitcoin crash, right? So Bitcoin for the 15th to the 17th, right? And then a little bit more here on the 20th. And we held this area here. We held that 5. You know, 2 zeros 204 205 held perfectly. Like, you know what I mean? So we really held here, and yet Bitcoin jumps 11,000% from 60,000 61,000 71,000, and we only jump from 21 to 32. What the world? We should be heading towards all-time highs right now. So Shiba Inu way behind, and we're still not even at 100 billion on market cap. This thing should be at a 200 billion on market cap. You people think Vitalik is Ryoshi. Like that in itself is worth $100 billion, right? Like Vitalik says that Shib has outpaced his expectations, right? Elon Musk is about to make some big announcements. I know Apostle talked about it in one of her videos a couple weeks ago that it will make people instantly rich. I don't know what it is. Maybe she can find out more information on that, or maybe we're just gonna have to wait and see what it is. It could be, and it might be something with Dogecoin and Shiba Inu payment system on Twitter, and maybe they'll have a Dogecoin and Shiba Inu payment system on Twitter. That makes it go up. And I wouldn't be surprised if Vote Inu was on there as well, right? Then if Vote Enu's on there as well, then now will tell everything we need to know, right? So that would give the connection. So I wouldn't be surprised if Elon Musk announces a payment system on Twitter where you can pay with Vote Enu through the Voti card or something like that. And also Shiba Inu and Dogecoin. I wouldn't be surprised by it at all. I wouldn't be surprised if Votoshi is talking to Elon Musk to link up the Vote Inu card, the Voti card, with Twitter. That's another thing that would send Vote Inu skyrocketing, right? So stuff like that, could be coming in the pipeline. We don't know. But Shiba Inu should be way higher than what it is right now. This is a steal down here, right? Now somebody talked about one of the guys from the lung community talked about a black swan events coming. We hope not, right? So I don't want to see any more black swan events. We know that there's going to be a pullback before the halvening, which is around April 15th, 16th. We know that there's going to be a pullback before that. There always is, but between now and April 8th or April 6th, 7th, 8th, we want to see these markets just skyrocket. Enough is enough with black swan events and all this stupid stuff. Just send the markets, man. We want to see these markets send, because even though the markets have gone up this year, many of these altcoins are still not even up 5x. They still ain't even up 5x, right? Some of these altcoins have just doubled and tripled. They're not even up 5x yet, most of these altcoins, right? So we need to see some of these altcoins go 10, at least 10 to 30x before we're all said and done here. And we need to see them do it now. It's time for these altcoins to go now before we take a dip before the Bitcoin halving. If not, then we just going to settle that. Okay, these altcoins aren't really going to do much until after the Bitcoin halving. Then they're going to take off after that. That's probably what's going to happen then. Some of these altcoins aren't going to move until the bit after the Bitcoin halving, apparently. So, all right. So it is what it is. So here's Shiba Inu. It's trying to go, but something keeps holding it back. Tyrese and Chingy, you know what I mean? Holding me back, telling me you need me in your life or something like that. I don't know how to sing the song. I don't know. Anyways, you guys remember that song, Chingy, Tyrese? Every time I, every time I want to leave, something keeps holding me back. All right. So Shib's up nice in the last month, but we got to get this thing. We're trying to get to this. We're trying to get 1,000% here and put a 3 here and a 1 or a 3 and a 2 here, right? And that's what we're trying to go to. We don't care about none of it. We have to break through here, head to all time highs, fight with the all time highs a little bit, break through, go into blue skies, and just absolutely run here. Put a 3 here and a 1, a 2, 2 and a 1. That will give us a 200 billion on market cap. Actually, if we put a 2 here, that still won't be a 200 billion on market cap. We might need a 3 or 4 here to get to a 300. Might need a 5 here to get to a 300 billion on market cap. So we might have to go 3-5. So we drop a 0, we go 3-5. That's probably going to give us a 200 billion on market cap. Shiba Inu should be heading towards a 200 billion on market cap right now. So I've been screaming that from the last 3 weeks here. So like, why is it so cheap? Like, you know what I mean? Like, why is Shiba Inu this cheap? I don't understand. Look at these other tokens. Ethereum's at a 400. Are you telling me that Shiba Inu is not as popular as Ethereum? Well, that's crazy, right? You know what I mean? You're telling me that Shiba Inu isn't more popular than Tether? Who? I mean, go around the world and ask people about Tether. They're like, what? You know, is Shiba Inu as popular as BNB, the number one exchange in the world? Of course it is. It's the number one meme coin in the world, right? Of course, Dogecoin is the number one meme coin market cap, but Shiba Inu blows it out of the water and advertisements and everything, right? And searches and everything else. Doge is just the OG, right? Dogecoin is the OG, is the first one, so the first mover always gets the worm, But you can't tell me that Shiba Inu is not as popular as XRP. Like, come on now. You telling me Shiba Inu shouldn't be more valuable than Avalanche? Are you kidding me? Right? Cardano these are OG coins, but Shiba Inu blows them out of the water when it comes to community searches and people wanting to just get into cryptos, right? So it's like I don't get it. I don't know why we get it the WEF, but we don't want to talk about that no more, right? And yeah, we don't want to talk about that anymore. But anyways, it is what it is. But I'm pretty sure that's why Shiba Inu is still down there and not up here with the 100 million to 200 million club. It should be at $200 million. No reason why it's not. All right. So I just don't get it. I don't get it, but I do get it at the same time. We know that people, certain entities have held it back on purpose. All right. Interesting that they didn't hold Solana back though. All right. As Solana's moving here, and we're about to see 250, 260 on Solana. They didn't hold that back. Why didn't they hold that back? They held Shiba Inu back. They didn't hold Solana back. That's interesting, right? So, anyways, I guess they pick and choose what they want to hold back and what they don't want to hold back. Bone is here, and so Bone's still under $1. This is ridiculous, right? So, at some point, we want to see Bone explode here. We want to see $80 to $100 next year on Bone, right? But it's under $1. This is crazy. Sheila Inu is dead right now, so it's just flat. I still hold my tokens, waiting to see what the dev team do. Like the dev team have been absolute quiet and silent. Did they put a gag order on them or something? I don't know. Here's Paw Zone, and Paw Zone's up 5% today. Why does the volume always say 300,000? I don't get that. I don't know. But every time I see this coin, it's 300,000 in volume. So I'm not sure why that is. But anyway, so it's up today though. It's up 5%, and so somebody was disappointed the other day. Said they lost 15,000 in this thing. So let's go to all. Yeah, you did. You did lose 15,000 on this thing. Godly. 93% to the downside. Wow. I made money on this thing when it first came out. I sold here on that pump. I think I made 100% on that pump right there when I from where I bought it. So I believe I got into this thing and then I sold it quickly when it came out. So and I never got back in. It might be a good time to get back in now. That it's down 93%, and we're in a bull cycle coming up. Maybe it's a good time to put $100 in or something, and turn that $100 into 100,000 in the bull cycle. But it is what it is. I was able to get out right away, and I didn't want to stay long. So, um, bad idea was on Gate.io, and we didn't pump. I mean, that was kind of embarrassing. Matter of fact, I think Gate.io actually dumped the tokens that they were given, unfortunately, onto the people. I think that's what happened. So this thing was pumping before it got on the gate, but it didn't pump that much. I mean, we pumped like 30% or something. I mean, these tokens used to pump 1,000%, man, to 10,000% joining tier one exchanges. You can barely get 100% now. You can barely get 50% pump now. Like that's crazy. We didn't even pump nothing, man. What happened? We're up 3% on the week. I mean, come on, give me a break, right? So you can see a big dump there, and that was probably Gate.io dumped the tokens there on everybody, right? So these exchanges get the tokens, and then they just quickly dump them on everybody so they can get the cash, right? So these changes are like desperate for cash. So they'll take the money and then they'll just dump it on your head. So instead of us skyrocketing on Gate.io, this is without Gate.io. This is with Gate.io. What the freak, man? A tier one exchange can't get us up here. This is before Gate.io with barely any exchanges. We did that without any tier one, tier two exchange, and now we have tier one, tier twos, and we can't even get up here. We were getting dumped on. That's crazy. So, anyways, it is what it is. Humpty Dumpty whatever. All right, so we're at 2 million in volume. So we doubled our volume. We usually be at 1 million. So we're at 2 million volume. We're under 41% under. So we're about 3 million in volume now on the average now because of Gate.io. So that's cool. We basically tripled our volume in the last several days now because of Gate.io. So that's good. So let's see if we can continue that. Let's see if we can add more tier ones here and get the volume up. If we can get the volume over 10 million and we're consistently over 10, 15 million, then we'll be able to be added to Binance and Coinbase, and also the price will hopefully start going to the upside as the bull cycle continues. So we're looking for a $50 billion market cap on this thing. We got a long way to go, right? And this is another token that a lot of people know because of Shiba Inu, but yet it's under a $50 million market cap. And then we go on Patreon and we look on Dex Tools, and there's tokens that nobody is talking about online, and they have a $300 million market cap. I cannot fathom how all these tokens that we and millions of people are talking about on a daily basis have 20 to 30 million on market caps, 10 million on market caps, and tokens that nobody's talking about have 300, 400, 500, 2 billion on market caps. I can't understand it. It is weird to me. And it's mind blowing the deception and the corruption that's going on with a lot of these tokens. Okay. Um, Sheena Inu Bitmart is not launched yet, apparently, and somebody's getting impatient. So big dump again. Who keeps dumping this thing, man? Oh, the whole community. We're not selling. Somebody is. I mean, God, me. and they won't stop either. All right, so Bitmart still hasn't come on yet, so waiting for Bitmart to come on. But once again, you know, just ridiculous. Somebody dumped a lot of tokens here from to be able to go to 125 all the way down to 116. There's 180,000 in volume here. Somebody dumped like 60, $70,000 here, and it can't be a normal person that works 9 to 5 that's just normal. You know what I mean? That only holds like $500. You know, this has to be a whale. Either one of the whales, or one of the guys, and then they'll show their accounts. We didn't sell anything. Somebody did. Somebody dumped over $100,000 here. Is that Joe Bob that has 3 kids and a wife and makes $60,000 a year? No. you know that's these guys that are constantly pumping Sheena on the and showing off the charts and stuff on Telegram or and Twitter and showing their accounts and how much they hold, and then they turn around on their trading accounts and dump the crap out of it because Bitmark didn't come out. You know, man, this is crazy, man. Crazy, crazy, crazy. This is crazy how the world is, man. Crazy how the world is. All right, so that's what's going on. We're not going to talk about it anymore. That's what's going on, folks. Hope you guys doing well. All eyes on Shiba Inu right now because Shiba Inu's chart looks really bullish here. The problem is that it's the community. That's not Shiba Inu. That's Shiba. I wish that was Shiba Inu. Lord have mercy. That's pretty good. Shiba Inu. Okay. That's what we're looking at. Now, the chart looks bullish, but the problem is, will the bulls do anything about it? You know what I mean? Um, the chart looks bullish. Are we gonna break here? Because if we break here, we're going to all time highs, right? So actually, we're going to five. We're going back to the 4, 5, 4, 7 area, and then we're gonna break through and head towards the 5, keep the momentum going, and then we're head to the 8, 8. So we got 3 levels to go through there: 4, 7, 4, 5, 4, 7 area, then the fives, and then the 5, 5, 5, and then we get to the 7, 5 to 8, 8 area there, and then if we can break through those areas, which we should be able to with ease. Anything under 200 billion on market cap is this is undervalued like crazy. All right. Anyways, I've done enough talking. People don't care anymore, so it is. You can tell that people don't care because this thing should be exploding right now. So yeah, I should tell you that people just don't care anymore. So people are tired. They're drained. They don't care. They've lost a lot of money, and they just don't care. So okay. It is what it is. Hopefully, we can get some new blood people come in here, new excitement with new money, come in and really pump the crap out of this thing and head towards that 3032. Peace out. God bless. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.